One Piece isn't just an anime. It's an odyssey of dreams, sacrifice, and unforgettable moments that have left fans speechless for decades. Today, we're counting down the top 10 goated moments in One Piece history. Moments that made us cheer, cry, and believe in the impossible. From acts of defiance to heart-wrenching goodbyes, this list will remind you why One Piece is a treasure in its own right. And trust me, our number one pick will give you chills. So, let's set sail. There are moments in One Piece where Luffy reminds us why he's the one destined to change the world. When Cammy, the mermaid friend of the crew, was about to be auctioned off and Hatchin was mercilessly shot by a celestial dragon, Luffy did the unthinkable. Ignoring the warnings of his crew, he walked straight up to one of the world's most untouchable figures and delivered a punch so powerful it shook the room and the system it represented. This wasn't just a fight, it was rebellion in its purest form. When Bartholomew Kuma, an unrelenting force of nature, cornered the crew after their exhausting battle at Thriller Bark, Zoro made the ultimate sacrifice. Kuma offered a cruel deal. Take all of Luffy's pain or let the crew perish. Without hesitation, Zoro stepped forward, enduring agony that should have killed him. When Sanji found him later, covered in blood and surrounded by carnage, all Zoro could say was, "Nothing happened." It was loyalty, courage, and love for his captain etched into a single, unforgettable moment. The execution of Gol D wasn't the end of the Pirate King's legacy. It was the beginning of the Great Pirate Era. As the crowd jeered and cheered, Roger looked out with a smile. And then with his final words, he gave the world a dream. "My treasure, it's out there. Find it if you can." His death sparked a frenzy, a race for the One Piece that would shape the lives of countless pirates, including a boy from East Blue who'd one day become the captain of the Straw Hat crew. Before he was the Straw Hat's fiery chef, Sanji was a young boy saved by a man who gave up everything for him. Zeph, the father figure who lost his leg to keep Sanji alive, built the Baratie and taught Sanji the values of survival and dreams. When the time came for Sanji to leave, the goodbye wasn't just painful, it was heartfelt. With tears streaming down his face, Sanji bowed to Zeph, finally letting go of the life he'd known to chase his dream of finding the All Blue. It was the beginning of a new chapter for him and the Straw Hats. Edward Newgate wasn't just the world's strongest man, he was a father to his crew, a guardian of dreams and a legend. At Marineford, even as his body was riddled with injuries, he refused to fall. In his final moments, he declared what the world feared most: the One Piece is real. His words echoed through history, reigniting the hopes of countless pirates. Whitebeard's death wasn't the end of his legacy, it was a call to arms for the next generation. When the world government tried to erase Nico Robin's existence, they underestimated the resolve of the Straw Hats. At Eni's lobby, with Robin's cries of "I want to live" ringing in their hearts, Luffy made a declaration that shook the world. Standing atop the tower, he ordered Sogeking to burn the government's flag, a universal symbol of authority. This wasn't just a rescue mission, it was an act of rebellion. A Straw Hat promised to protect their crewmate at all costs. And in that moment, they weren't just pirates, they were family. The story of the Pirate King began long before the Grand Line. As a boy in East Blue, Luffy was reckless and bold, but it was the kindness of Shanks that gave him his dream. When mountain bandits threatened Luffy, Shanks stepped in. Not with violence, but with resolve. And when the Sea King attacked, Shanks sacrificed his arm to save Luffy's life, saying those unforgettable words, "It's just an arm, as long as you're safe." It was a moment that defined Luffy's journey, solidified their bond, and gave him the straw hat that carries his promise. Nami's pain was hidden behind a mask of strength for so long, but at Arlong Park the weight became unbearable. Forced to work for Arlong and betrayed time and again, Nami reached her breaking point. Stabbing the tattoo that symbolized her suffering, she finally turned to Luffy and the crew, breaking down as she cried, "Help me!" Without hesitation, Luffy placed his hat on her head, a silent promise, and led the charge against Arlong. This wasn't just a fight for justice, it was a fight for a crewmate's heart and freedom. The Marineford War was a clash of titans, but its most devastating moment came in a single act of sacrifice. Ace, Luffy's brother, had spent his life protecting the ones he loved, and in his final moments, he did it again, shielding Luffy from Akainu's fatal blow. With his life slipping away, Ace smiled through the pain, thanking Luffy for giving him the greatest gift, the knowledge that he was loved. His death wasn't just a loss for the Straw Hats, it was a loss for us all. A brother, a hero, a legacy. When Luffy awakened Gear 5, it wasn't just a power-up. It was the culmination of his journey, his will, and his unyielding spirit. Facing Kaido in the heat of battle, Luffy's laughter echoed through the battlefield as his body transformed into something we've never seen before. The sheer creativity and chaos of Gear 5 showed us that Luffy isn't bound by the limits of reality. He's rewriting it. With every attack, every laugh, he proved why he's not just the next Pirate King, he's a legend in the making. And there you have it. 10 goated moments that define why One Piece is one of the greatest stories ever told. From emotional goodbyes to world-shaking declarations, these scenes have left a mark on anime history. And as the One Piece anime is on a break right now, if you haven't caught up, this is the perfect time to dive into this epic journey. Let us know your favorite moments in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more amazing anime content.